Hi to all. Welcome to this new basic tutorial on ixCube features. Today we will model a gear, so we are able to see a few drawing tools, drafting tools, and also solid modeling tools. I'll go into my settings and change the input units to millimeters, since the gear is quite small. Well, the first thing that we will do now is draw a circle. We choose center radius option, and the center point I want it to be at the origin. That's it. And 300 millimeters the radius. So this is my my gear. The first tool that we'll use now is offset curve, and I wanted an offset of 12 millimeters. That's 12, maybe a little bit more. Let's make it 30 millimeters. That's it. So I want these to be my teeth. We have the two circles. We will now go and draw line, center point, and I will use now the constraint over an angle, so minus the symbol minus here. That's the arrow that goes to the left, minus 18 degrees. So you see my line is constrained to 18 degrees. Now I will recall the mirror tool. Mirror, so this is a, do we want to copy? Yes, I want to mirror this line. The first point is the center point, and then I keep down the shift key, and my mouse goes onto the X axis, so I have a perfect mirror over this horizontal axis. So these two lines now are at 36 degrees. To be sure, let's measure these. This one here, and that, and it's 36 degrees. Let's move away this dimension line. Now I will draw again a line, center point, minus the minus symbol, 10 degrees. So I'm going at 10 degrees, and we will use again the mirror tool, this line from center point and here. So maybe it's a little bit small. Let's offset a little bit more this one. I will offset again by 15 millimeters, like that. So I don't want this. Okay, we will use now the trim tool, and we have it here in the line tools. I will drag it out. This is the trim tool. Select curves, trimming curves, these two here, and we will trim this one and this one here, like that. I will recall the trim tools again, so right click to recall the last command, and we will trim this one. Okay, let's trim also these. So trim my cutting curve, and I will trim these curves here. So this is my two teeth, and I want the hole here. Now we recall the tool, the fillet. The radius is 10 millimeters. That's okay. Wait a minute, this is, I need to split this curve here, so let's recall first the trim tool again, and I want to trim this circle. Okay, so fillet 10 millimeters, first line, right click to confirm the first line, select the second curve, this one, and he does my fillet. Right click, I have recolored the fillet tool. The first curve is this one. Right click to confirm, so now he's asking select the second curve, this one here, and we have done the fillet. Let's repeat the fillet tool, so right click to recall. The first curve is this one, the second curve is this one, and that's it. Again, and the last time, the first curve is this one, the second curve is this one. The last thing that we need is a trim again. I need to trim this outer part of the circle. Okay, so we have made these two teeth, so I will draw again a circle and maybe 150. Yeah. Extend to this curve, extend to this line here and this line here, escape to delete the command, and now I will cause the trim, the cutting curve, these two, and trim my curve. Okay, that's better. Well, since now we're going to do a copy, an array, I don't need these two curves here, so I will delete them. We now will use the tool polar array. Select the objects, these. Complete angle, yes. Number of copies, 10. 10 is okay because I have 18 and 18. 36 degrees is this part here, and over 360 degrees makes 10 copies. The center point is the center of this one, and that's it. We have made this gear. We will now go and use the tool join. These are all pieces of curves like that. So the join, this one here, join objects, we select all of them and we join them all together. So now it's a single object. So we have designed this flat gear on the ground. We're now going to use this tool here, create a planar surface. Planar surface asks for the curves. I will select this one, and that's it. So now it's a surface. Clicking on the surface, the push-pull tool comes up, this gizmo we see here. This gizmo has a ball, a dot, a round dot on it. That means that in any way we move this gizmo, we will add material. So I will click on this one, and you see it start dragging up, and we will digit 25 millimeters. Now it's constrained to 25 millimeters, so I click outside here, and I got my my gear. What we want now is to increase a little bit the thickness here to reinforce this gear. So I will draw. Be aware now that we are using a special feature, and this, what we're going to see right now, is active because here in near the snaps tools we have the auto UGS active. When this option is active, any drawing tool can be dropped directly on a surface. What does this mean? Let's say I will recall the tool draw circle again by center and radius, and you see now as soon as I move near faces, these become red. It means that we are going to drop the curve on that surface. So I recall draw circle, center and radius. So this is center point, and I just drop it over here. So we have drawn this circle, but if we click now on a surface, we see that the surface has been split in two parts. So when the option automatic UCS is active, we draw directly on the surface and we merge the curves on the surface, so it gets split. Once we have done that, we can click on this one, and I drag it up again, and I want to add 12 millimeters on this side. I will do the same on the opposite side. So draw circle again, center and radius. You see that the red surface is active. We go onto the center point, center point of this curve here, and we can input, of course, 250, the radius of the circle. I will extend this again by 12 millimeters, and that's it. We have added these two parts here. Let's use the last tool for today, and that's edge fillet. This one here, solid fillet. The radius we will use, this edge here is 10 millimeters, so we need to make a fillet. If we want to fillet both of these, of course less than 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters is half of this edge, so I will use a fillet of 4 millimeters, and I will select this edge here and this edge here. That's it. We see here the fillet of these two. Let's go and do the same on the other side. Repeat the command, 4 millimeters fillet, this one and that one, and we got the fillets here. Let's make another fillet. In this case we will change the radius to 10, and like that, and that's 10 millimeters fillet. Let's do it on the other side, and that's it. So we have done these two fillets. Last thing that we would like to do to make some holes maybe inside this on top of this one. I will use again draw circle, yes, center of this one, control key, press it down, and this means that I do not want to merge this curve onto that surface. Control key down. So we see now that we have the shape and the curve. I will now draw a circle, center and radius. I will use the near snap. Again, I am keeping the control key down, so I have this small circle here. We will now recall the tool polar array. Yes, the circle is my object. Turn 360 degrees. Yes. Number of copies 10. Okay. Center of the polar array, and it's take off this near snap and this one here. So we have made these 10 circles. We will select now these circles. It's easier if we hide this object like that. We don't need this one. I would like to extrude these to make holes into the gear. So I will recall the tool extrude planar curve, select the curves to extrude these, the origin of the extrusion, this one, and up like that. That's it. So I have made these bars. I will put my view into a front view, and now we will use the move tool. I will just select these and move them down. With the shift key I'm going down in ortho mode. We are ready. We can go for the Boolean operation. So I will use the Boolean difference, select the source object, this one. So we have made this gear. Thanks for watching.